Yeah, James J. Traitz, author of the book, Don't Stop Your Mind. Here again with Dr. James Hurtak and Dr. Desiree Hurtak. And they are the authors of, James Hurtak is the author of the Book of Knowledge, The Keys of Enoch, and several other books, and countless articles, and countless publications. And together they have published their most recent endeavor, which is the Overself Awakening, and I'm holding that book up. Now, of great interest presently is the date December 21st, 2012, which is approximately 1 month away. And I want to use that as a segue to ask the two Dr. Hurtaks, what is happening? Why your work? Why this ultra-terrestrial phenomenon? And how does that resonate with the famous Mayan date of 12/21/12?
Well, we are gathering well over 1,000 delegates from all over the world in Chichen Itza, which is the historic place of the Mayan calendar encounter, the completion of the long calendar, as it is called, which will evoke a concept of going into a new period of time, a new age, as it were, of spirituality, cosmic awareness. However, some feel that this will also be a time of close encounters, quote-unquote, or contact with other cosmic civilizations. Coincidentally, this time period coincides with great disclosures being made by governments throughout the world that we are indeed being visited by representatives of cosmic cultures, and also releases by well-known astronauts like Edgar Mitchell, the sixth man on the moon, who claims that there are races in outer space. So all of these things are converging. Whether or not things will happen on the 21st remains to be seen. The point of it is we're bringing together people to, shall we say, be prepared for a new advancement of consciousness beyond the paradigm of fear, self-destruction, and historical manipulation from the social and the political perspective.
Right, and so it's the end of a 5,000 some year cycle. It's also the end of about a 25,000, almost 26,000 year procession of the equinox. But really it's a new year that's going to start shortly thereafter. I think that's the important thing, that we're going into a new age, literally, of new consciousness, awakening, and understanding. Coincidentally with that, we are also experiencing a heightened solar flare cycle. Now this is very unusual because normally the solar flare cycle was every 11 years where you have these solar maximums. This particular cycle, actually, the maximum was moved back to closer to 12-year cycle, which shocked the NASA scientists. But I believe some of that is causing some of these weather phenomena that we're experiencing all over the world. But nevertheless, we don't necessarily feel it's going to be the end of the world on December 21st, 2012. But there will be, if we come together in a humanitarian way, a new day dawning.
Let me say this, based on what the two, I call him JJ, known him so long, and Desiree, and we both share the name James to keep this simple. Gurdjieff, the turn of the century mystic, prophet, philosopher, spoke about influence C, celestial influence. And many great writers, theologians, and avatars have acknowledged that there is a relationship between mankind and what's spiritually happening on the planet. Finally, as to 12/21/12, it's not the end of the physical world, but it is the end of the usual way of doing business, the end of the old paradigm world, and the beginning of the new paradigm. And that is what I believe the Mayans thought. So, indeed, the old world is not physically going to disappear, but indeed we are entering a new world.
The world as we know it is going to shift, a type of consciousness shift. Will be seen throughout the world through internet interactions in Australia, South America, Africa, North America, and Europe, of course. And this is the dynamic that we represent through the Academy for Future Science. The emphasis on a positive future. The emphasis on a type of celebration, a cross-cultural gathering of people who reach beyond the paradigm to see that we are in a postmodern awareness and awakening, that we are all part of one planetary humanity.
I also have to say that, so people should not be in fear of December 21st, 2012. I understand there's a lot of rumors that really people are still expecting, in some cases, the end of the world. We do not believe that this will take place, because basically we're not alone in the universe, and intelligences that are around us would not let the entire planet come to an end. They would actually be here, they would be working with us, they would be connected. Now, they are coming closer, more people are having encounters, but it's not to the phase where literally the planet is going to be here today and gone tomorrow. So stop the fear and look to the future. That's what's really important.
Science's conception of matter.